This is an All Sports Station production.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And his first pass is incomplete. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm coming.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Let go.
Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Damarius Randall is a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
From the 41, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Mike, 319. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On play action, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And they'll get this down to the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Allen now on 1st down. And Diggs has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
What down? Blue 80. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Here I go. Here I go.
Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Trent Murphy's #1 attribute is playing against the run, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I got you, punk.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
What? Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Now Carr again. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Carr now to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Now, 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 180.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that one will be accepted. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
You better bring it. 25, check 25.
Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That one goes against Deion Dawkins. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. To throw, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught by Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Carr now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Latulele busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 50 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Carr. Jones has it. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. From the gun, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab, and the Raiders have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Slam, slam, slam.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Fofo's the main 19. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 44's the mark. Check.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They juked him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Allen, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Hauschka's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Carr going to try and throw on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Carr now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Down. Blue 80.
58, the mic.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
He can't hang.
On play action, now Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. On third down, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. He got in there quickly with very little resistance.
I would have thought about checking out of that play, because when you looked across the line of scrimmage, where were the gaps? That whole offensive line was just crowded by defensive players. I think what he was thinking, if he could just get a crease, there'd be a lot of room to run. That obviously was not the case.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
To throw on third down, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a run with Singletary. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
We're good.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
180.
Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's where you belong.
Down. Blue 80.
58 to Mike.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Here now Roberts. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
43-19.
Check. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Singletary again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Down. 180.
Coming to you.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on 1st down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off, and there could be some room to roam.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Round 80!
Mike, 64.
And here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curve.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 45 on second down. Carr. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Round 80!
Mike, 44.
You touch! You ain't doing nothing. Go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Yeah, baby! Boom!
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. That's a half the distance penalty. So look here. From the 4 back to the 2-yard line. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Avoids him at the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Key to tight end.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now!
58, 58.
180! Let's make it. Hey, we're good, we're good! 180! Let's make it.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Mike, 49.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Watch twitch. Watch it.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy. Down. Blue 80.
All day, dog.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even
Now a carry for Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
We're good, we're good.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 11, a minute 53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Allen now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pull it together.
Now Allen to throw again. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get second.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Mike's full. Here we go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the grab by Croft. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
44's Mike. Check. I got one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From midfield, here's Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Now a desperation throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.